Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. About to kick off to get this game underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Taking a shot on the first play. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Let's talk about Alabama. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
Guys, let's chat about Alabama. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Makes the catch. It's Green. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. Catch in the middle, it's Green. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here and there.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. A run for the quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other, man. You can feel the hate and the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Bama. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
Miller with the ball. Let's talk about Alabama. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often. And you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Breaks into the open. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Drive will open from the 15. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make them feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Let's see what he can do with it. He's got great speed. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it?
Ball's out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. To the air, it's Nussmeier. The short hands, it's Anderson. Nice pick up there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging.
Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He leaves it with the back. Got room at the 35. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can...
There he goes to the right. The 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. The give is to Miller. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stem in the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Alabama facing 4th down as we open play here in the second quarter. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Pass rush gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along. And you can tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right. And then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking for a crease to the left. There he goes. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Past the first down marker and still running. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. Hauls it in. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cuevas. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him, and you better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary. You might be putting old Hootie Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with 10.
Yeah, and it's hard to find DBs that are going to catch the ball consistently. When you get one, it's a nice day. But when you get two, it's a great day. You got a guy.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
This is a great play by the defensive back, and I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field, your back's to the play, you've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then swat it away. That DB did an outstanding job in coverage.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Scrambling away. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. A low-line drive and not his best work. This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Off the play fake on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Bernard. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing the NFL.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
You know, one of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Cuevas. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Tide snaps it from the red zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown Tide. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Cal is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Aaron Rodgers should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Louisville. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Good timing on the quick out. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. On the move. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires one high and deep. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old out in the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Bought a little time, lets it go. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, we know that when the quarterback's throwing out-breaking routes, timing has to be so critical and important. When the target turns around, the ball's got to be right there, and we just didn't see it on that play.
The give. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd down, going up top. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Miller. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, time running short in the half. Get it out on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quickly out to the tight end. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Trying to keep the drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. This is a most difficult attempt. 59 yards out from the right hash. And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 2nd half. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Got him downfield. And there was lots lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The RPO fired complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Here comes the heat. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Caught over the middle. It's Cuevas. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. Not a lot of room. It found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He spins that thing down the middle. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This guy is so comfortable in zone coverage. They're playing cover 2, and he's just back there roaming around in the middle of the field. He's so confident in his speed to break on the ball. As soon as he saw where the QB was trying to go with it, he put his heel in the ground, accelerated, and made the pick.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for goal balls. It was against this receiver at his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
To the air. It's Nussmeier. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
They punted away on fourth down. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the ground with the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Here's a heat. And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles. And a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen in the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for the goal line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion.
29, Alabama, 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Cuevas. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third.
LSU, 29, Alabama, 14.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Alabama with a first down play to start us off here in the fourth. He wants to throw it right down the middle. And he's thrown another interception. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Catch in the middle. It's Green.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. Using his feet. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost it.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. We'll We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Miller. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Wide open downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's a touchdown, Bama. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it this drive.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on second down. He tries to take the top off. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Now the play fake. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Fires the pass, intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Oh, man, and that's a big interception late in this game. And listen, I know you're trying to go vertical with the 4 verts, but so did the defense. Great job staying deep, playing the football in the air, and forcing the ginormous turnover.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you are going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Punt is on its way. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Back to pass, it's Russell. That's caught, it's Williams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Snap from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll try the run.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. Really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find consequences.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. The throw. Quickly complete. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Back picked up now. Here's 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Second and 10. He'll throw again. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been
trying to burn this defensive back. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
A nice play by this defense, and now you are one play away. Like, you've got the lead. You've got to pin your ears back. You're coming home, and you're playing the pass on this play, and you are trying to end this game right here.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Throwing right. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll take a knee as they keep draining the time off that clock. Now under a minute to go. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be 3rd and long. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. They want to run this quarterback. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Russell. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, LSU.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Going for it all. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. With yet another unranked...